Welcome to our weekend vlog. I decided to, throughout this vlog, show some of Richard's artwork because there was a few requests for showing his artwork. So I'll show some of his past stuff and then some of his sketches that he's been recently working on. So that's the door to our bedroom. My bed's that way. And so we have made this long hallway kind of a gallery, and it's got a lot of, well, a few pieces anyway in here of his work. So here's one. This is actually one of my absolute favorites. It's a print from an oil with a grandpa walking his little grandson. Love it. I just love it. And then this one, a friend of ours, he's a photographer, was in Taiwan, I think, and he took a photograph of this little child peeking out. So then Richard painted it. All of his work is in oil. These are prints, though, so you can't really see, but he does like an oil, but it's not that chunky oil. It's almost like an oil wash. This is another one, these little African boys playing behind a tree. So these pieces that I'm showing you all in this matted frame, they were shown in an art show. So that's why we didn't know where to put them. So I thought, let's put them here. And we've got those like pot lightings shining on them. Most of them, some of the lights burnt out. There's this one here. Love this picture. I think my mom took this picture when she went to Africa. This little girl holding her sibling on her back. Isn't that neat? And then this painting here, it was in our local newspaper and they were showing the homeless. And so Richard painted from the newspaper article. And it's just a homeless man just kind of sitting there doing his stuff, you know. Really nice. And I think that's all down here because this one isn't his. No, that's just a print of a little girl on a merry-go-round. I love that. So yeah, so throughout this vlog, I will be sure to show a lot of Richard's artwork. I don't know why I don't. I just don't. Well, actually, I can just go in his studio right now too. He has his art room / ironing room, you know. But that's the piece he's working on. He was working on in the art cabinet. It'll give you some perspective how big it is, because that is the wall. Let me back up so you can see both sides of the wall. There. There's the corner of the wall and the other corner. So that'll give you some perspective how big that piece is. And that's Deanne, Jesse, and Curtis. And they're sitting on a sofa. And that is the exact quilt that was at my parents' cabin at the lake. And we no longer have that cabin. So that picture, I just love it. Love it. So when it's not done, but it's almost, you know, it's in the process. And then here's some more paintings up there. And this is a road race. Some little kids watching like a marathon. Here's a little guy getting off the bus. These are all done in oils. A daddy helping his little girl with her lunch. And there's another one that was taken from our photographer friend. That's my niece, Tamala, that's Deanne, and that's Carla. And they're all brushing their teeth in the bathroom. And it was taken from a photo. It's so cute. It looks just like them too. And then that is Richard talking to Jesse in our playhouse. They were just chatting. And this picture here, this is just a scrapbook thing I did. Little Turner was helping his papa paint a painting. And it says it takes a long time to become young by Picasso, because he always wants people to paint like a child, like you are when a child. And then there's Turner's first oil painting. Isn't that cute? So now we're back up here. There's another. Richard does people extremely well, and their facial features and everything. And he did a set of greeting cards. So a lot of these are the originals. And then they went online to a greeting card company. So some of these, like this golf one, the daddy and his golf, like a Father's Day card. I like this one. It's kind of like a gypsy woman just washing her basin on a really cool dresser. I love that one. And I think that's just Richard's cousin with his horse at the farm. Here's the original of that one I was talking about in the hallway. And this one of my all-time favorites. Look at that. Skating rink. It's somewhere in Europe. Look at the detail. Like, look at the detail in these buildings. And this is oils. I mean, look at it. It's just remarkable to me. And the perspective of down the street and way in the back, the buildings in the back and the people. It just amazes me. I don't know how people can do this. It's such a gift. Like, it's like you're immersed in that scene. It's like a photo. Love it. And then there's two little cutie pies. And that was painted for a t-shirt for the St. Albert Road Race. I think it was either for a poster or a t-shirt. And so and there are the famous grain elevators. Remember where I went for the truck stop, the truck, whatever they were, the truck meals or whatever. Food trucks, that's it. And this is another really cute one. Look at the little boy between his dad's legs and he's holding, it's just such a cute one of a daddy with his kids. And then right here, here's another one of those, I love these kind. You see, it's a restaurant and the umbrella and somebody parked their bike and they're sitting having a little cafe. So yeah, so that's just a smattering of some of them that are right here. So I'll show you some more a little bit later. This homeless guy, you can kind of see with the light off the perspective of the sort of the texture of the oils. So it's very light oil, but it's textured all the same. It's just not that big palette knife scrapey oil paintings. So the light's on, you can't really see it as in the living room. I'm sure you guys have seen this during the vlogs, but perhaps some of you don't know that Richard did that painting. My mother had a trip to Africa, and she took a picture of the Maasai warriors, and the detail in this painting is incredible. Like, look at their faces and their prints, and look at the little guys. It's just incredible, incredible. Even in the background, the African, I think they're called acai trees or acai trees. Beautiful. And this is oil. So this is over our sofa. Of course, that's mine. What other ones are in here? Oh, this one. This has got to be one of my all-time favorites because I feel like every woman, especially a mother, wait a second, turn the light on. Especially a mother has had this feeling of such weariness, knowing this too shall pass, but I need my moment. I just need to, and it's kind of like, I'm so weary. This is just like, look at the misery in her face. And you could tell she's a strong woman, but just has to process. This too shall pass, and we know she's going to get up and pull up her socks and put her big girl panties on and deal with whatever she has to deal with. I love it. That's what it means to me. And then this one over here, and it's not really in Richard's style, but I love it. It was taken from the museum. Hold on, I'll just get the original. I always leave this tucked in the back of the canvas because it was from a calendar. I don't even know what year, but it was a calendar, and I loved this print. And so I asked him if he would make this for me, and look at it. It is almost identical to this. And I like having it at my front door, first thing you see, because it reminds me as an African American person how far my ancestors have come, we have come, and how much toiling and work they did in order for me to be able to walk into my home today. So I just love the meaning behind it, and it was in the National Museum of American art in Washington, D.C., the original. And so he did a copy of the original and love it. Like, I just see them coming home from picking cotton and see the cotton in the back and the baby. And I just, for me, it just means a lot being at the front door. Just a reminder of how far you've come. Your people have come, you know? So, I think that's all that I can think of. So we just got back from swimming. How was your swim, Richard?
It was good. Really good.
I've been bringing Richard the last couple of times with me just to see what kind of workout it is. And what do you think?
It's a good workout. Very good. Actually, my arm was sore last time. It's better even now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So my goal for right now is 400 meters. So that's like a quarter of a one. It's really, I always think of it in terms of track, and I think of a 400-meter race. So to swim 400 meters, you have to swim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it 16 lengths? They're 25-meter lengths, so I think it's 16 lengths in the pool. So I do that in the front crawl. That's what I do. Oh, Richard, before you go, can you go down by that pretty tree down here, that maple tree? Right here on Graham. Right. Keep going. You'll see it. This is the most beautiful tree I have ever seen in terms of turn. Look at the tree. The color. It is gorgeous. And show you the tree. I'm just at the school where I used to work. See, Albert Lacombe School. Richard's going in for me because I have no makeup on. Like none. See? I just got out of the pool. And my hair is all, I just don't want to go in looking like this. But anyway, the teacher that I worked with for 18 years is retiring. And there's a retirement party for her. And I really, really want to go. She has been quite sick. And I just really want to go and pay my respects to her because she's just a lovely lady. So, I just looked, we came on the way to the pool and the school was locked. I know it's a professional development day, but I knocked on, there's a doorbell and a little child came to the door and he was from the daycare, and the daycare lady said, they're in here somewhere. And I walked through the whole school, went to the gym, library, nobody was there. So I thought, okay, I'll try on Monday. But when we came to show you guys the tree, I said, let's go see if the school's open. So Richard's coming in and he's going to pay for me. Richard paid for me. Yay. Tell me, people, is that not the most beautifully colored tree you've ever seen? It's a maple tree and it's actually orange and pinky red. It is so pretty. It's just a shock of color. I've had a pretty productive afternoon. You know my friend Lori that's always so sweet and makes me supper? Well, she had to have another procedure done today. So I baked supper for her. And so while I was making her supper, I thought, my daughter has to have surgery next month, so why don't I get started on some meals for her? So I made one for her too, and I will freeze it. And then I thought, why don't I make one for us? So I made 3 of the exact same thing. So 2 of them are in the oven. You see that one bubbling? Oh, don't they smell good, Richard? The recipe didn't require that you put your vegetables in with it, but for me, being the professional patient that I am, I know meals are much more appreciated when it's all in one, like vegetables, your starch or potato or rice or whatever, and your protein. So I just cut up some potatoes and put some carrots in. So I'll tell you what this recipe is. It's so simple, but oh, it smells good. So there's 8 chicken thighs, and then you sprinkle salt and pepper on them. You brown the chicken thighs, you sprinkle salt and pepper on them. You put them in your 9x13. I always use these foil things. And then you sprinkle paprika on it just to cover up the chicken like that. There was no measurement. Then I put in the carrots and potatoes, and I tried to put them under the chicken pieces. And Richard's drying dishes behind me, if you're wondering what that noise is. Right, Richard? Mm-hmm. And then You take 1 cup of sour cream, so you can go light or not, it's up to you. 1 can of mushroom soup, and 1 envelope of Lipton onion soup mix. When I read the reviews on the recipe, a lot of people were saying it was too salty, so I told Richard, I think you found the Lipton, right? Yeah. Sodium free or very low sodium in the Lipton soup mix. So you get the flavor and everything, but you don't get the salt. So I use sodium free. 1 cup of sour cream, 1 cup of soup, 1 envelope of Lipton soup dried mix, a tablespoon of lemon juice, a teaspoon of dill, and what else was there? I think that's it. And so you just stir all that together and pour it over top of your chicken and veggies in the pot, and you bake for about an hour in the oven. And it smells, what's amazing is that you smell dill. That's what I can smell. It smells really, really nice. So I think it'll be a good supper. Hope Lori likes it, and I hope Deanna and her kids will like it. We are at West Edmonton Mall. I was coming to get my phone fixed, but my phone's not broken. And I woke up, look at these eyes. These are tired eyes. Anyway, oh, did we miss the turn to Target? Oh, so now I'm going to Target because I got to get a new lipstick. And MAC. I need 2 lip things. And I'm tired. And all I've had is a coffee. But Richard's been up since, what time did you get up?
6 something. 6. The alarm went off at 6:15, but I got up at 7.
Richard's been up early, and he built a roof already. Muscle man. How you feeling? Tired?
A little bit.
Wow. Okay, so we're heading to Target. We're on our way home from the mall, and yeah, you guessed it, I'm going straight home because my hair is in pigtails. We were there way longer than we thought we would be, weren't we?
I thought I'd be out there an hour.
So we went to iPhone, like I said, and there's nothing wrong with my phone, which is good to know, but she gave me a few tips so that my battery would last longer, so that's good. I had to go to MAC and get some. Then I went to Sephora because in my Ipsy bag I got an Urban Decay mascara. The little guy looks like that came in the Ipsy package, and it's just a fabulous mascara. Really good if you can find this. Goes on really quickly. It doesn't clump your eyelashes. And it's just a really good coverage. I'll show you the brush. And I mean, that is just a beautiful thing. What else did we do? We went to Tim Hortons, got some fuel, which is great because I felt 100% better. Oh, and then we had a little emergency, didn't we? Richard had a really, really bad, made me scared nosebleed. It was bad. It wasn't your usual. It was like, I was like, let's go to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom and he didn't come out. And I'm like, oh, my heart started beating a little fast. Because I'm like, Richard's not someone that gets nosebleeds. It doesn't make me sick or as a doula. None of that stuff bothers me. But it just didn't look quite. I had a little bit of nervous. Are you okay, Richard?
I'm fine.
Good. So after that, then we went to Old Navy. Just to see if there was anything on sale, because how can you not go to, I mean, you know. And I got 2 t-shirts on sale, nice long sleeve ones, this black and white one and a plain navy blue one. And then they had, you know, in the, I call it the sucker section, where they get all the people that buy things, you know, as you're going out that aisle. It was like, sucker, gotcha. So they got me. I bought this little game for the boys. It's a magic set because Deanne's boys, we're going to have them this week, and they're going to be at the mountains at a wedding. Beautiful wedding in Jasper. So we're watching the boys, and I thought something to do different than playing on iPhones, you know, or wrestling. So it's a little magic set where they learn how to head on the roof. Maybe. He was up too early. He was too old for that. Shouldn't have been on the roof.
Oh, roof is no problem.
Well, maybe the high altitude caused your nosebleed. Maybe you're up too high. Oh, and then I went to, I think I've said this 3 times already. Oh my goodness.
Don't say it again.
But did I say it?
Don't say it again.
Did I say I went to Mac and got my lipstick?
Yes, you did. Don't say it again.
I got it. Yeah, we're crazy. So we're going home now. I am having such a day today. I am going to be resting. Here's the thing. Whenever I do exercise, like the swimming, which I love, which is good for you, and I overdo it, it sets my whole central nervous system off. So I am just a mess. So I have dropped in the last half an hour all of my distress pins all over the floor, all of my oil little, what do you call them? The little tiny tubes all over the floor. I just knocked down the broom. I just knocked down, what else did I knock down in here? Something else. I've hit the wall. I've tripped. I'm trying to clean out my craft room from that everyday art journaling. And it's really frustrating. That's why Richard was just hollering from outside. He's painting the fence. I thought you said you were going to rest. I will. Pretty soon I'll be in tears from dropping so much stuff. It's just so frustrating. So I came to get something to drink. This is not all orange juice. That much of it is water. And there was just a little bit of orange juice left in the quart. I actually don't like orange juice straight from the container. I have to dilute it. It just, I don't know, it's too thick or something. So, she's here. You can say hi.
Hi.
We're in the art cabin. I had to haul half the house out here. But we're going to do some art journaling. So if you want to see what we create, you'll have to watch my art journal prompt today. And Mickey's just telling me her lovely conquests and such, because she's living her life like it's golden, you know, when you're single. We'd share with you girls, but it would make your ears hot. Anyway, my mom's coming out to join us. Can you see her walking there? So I better get started on the art journaling. Here, you can say hi.
Hi.
We're in the art cabin. I had to haul half the house out here. But we're going to do some art journaling. So if you want to see what we create, you'll have to watch my art journal prompt today. And Mickey's just telling me her lovely conquests and such, because she's living her life like it's golden, you know, when you're single. We'd share with you girls, but it would make your ears hot. Anyway, my mom's coming out to join us. Can you see her walking there? So I better get started on the art journaling. Beautiful art journal page. How the fellow she's dating now, her boyfriend, his name is Ande, and they're a duet and contentment and bliss. And of course the frolic in the music. But isn't that nice? Didn't she do a nice job? I love it. I started here by myself. My sister left. My mom went in the house with Percy. Richard's in the house. I'm just enjoying the time to myself. So there's my mom's art journal page. Isn't it nice? Turned out really good. I think this is so good for her. And then my sister's I showed you. And there is mine. That was really fun. I should pick these strawberries. Look at them. Oh, wow. Look how many are on here. Wow. Just add these to my batch because I want to make some strawberry jam. And it started off with one strawberry. Now the container's just full of strawberries. How fun. So I will add this to the batch in the house. Isn't it funny that you can have such a little tiny little plant, but yet it can produce fruit enough that you could make preserves for the winter. So I'm going to end this vlog tomorrow because I want to try and take you guys over to where the geese are getting ready to leave. And it's a sight. I said I would end the weekend vlog video by going to see the geese this morning, but there weren't any geese there when I went. I woke up this morning, I was having a really feel sorry for me kind of day. Not even a feel sorry, just a really blue day. I just felt I had a lot of pain all night in my spine and in my face. Not horrible, but you know. And so when I woke up this morning, I just felt like in the darkest place. I hate that feeling because you can't really pinpoint what's wrong with you. So anyway, I thought, put your big girl panties on and keep on trucking. And so I got up and I knew I had to go to Costco and I wanted to go by the geese place and I had to go by our local scrapbook store. I didn't have to go by the local scrapbook store, but you know what I'm saying. I had to go by. Anyway, so I go to Costco, and just as I pull up to Costco, my phone dies, and I'm like, great. So Richard had just deposited money in my account, so I knew there was no problems, and I wasn't buying that much. I only got like $50 worth of groceries. So I get to the till, and I go to pay, and my chip wouldn't work. Like, we have chips on our cards, and the chip wouldn't read the chip. It wouldn't read the chip. So then the cashier's trying to do it, and then it said something about contact branch, some really weird reading, and I'm like, that's okay. It's only $50. The bank's across the street. I'll go to the bank. I'll come right back. I am just saying, oh well, that's just par for my course for today. I feel this kind of whoosh beside me, and I look down. It's a lady in a wheelchair. She swishes in front of me in her electric wheelchair. She goes, I'll pay for it. I'm like, no, you don't have to pay for it. I have money. She goes, no, I want to pay for it. It would make my day to pay for this for you. I just want to brighten somebody else's day. Well, I'm standing in Costco, like tears in my eyes because I'm having the rottenest day ever. And this sweet lady pays for my bills. I asked her name. She said her name is Debbie. And I'm like, what's your last name? She goes, I'm not telling you because I don't want you to pay me back. I'm like, oh my goodness. So she said, just pay it forward. So here's the receipt from the bill that Debbie paid, $50.02. Total stranger. Made my day. So I'm going to pay it forward. And I hope you guys do the same to somebody else. That just was amazing. It was like I got a hug from heaven. It was beautiful. So that's what I'm going to end my vlog on. Hope you all have a beautiful day. I certainly feel 100 times better than I did at the beginning of the day. And I'm going to art journal this or put this in my daily journal or something. Because that was pretty cool. So we'll see y'all next week. Bye.